Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MMA game. It is your boy El Capitan Silverback coming to you live from the MMA game studios. Yes, it's been a minute. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties, but guess what? We are back in the studio to give you guys another bomb episode. Now, today's episode, guys, we're going to be recapping Henry Cejudo against Song Yadong, but heading straight into the next UFC fight night with Kape against Almabayev. Oh, don't ask me to say that again. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to my fellow freak, my 10P partner, my homie, Ryan Cariss. Yo, Cariss, what's the word?
Captain Silverback, Cameron Roget, ladies and gentlemen. We are blessed to be back in the studio. Sorry about the last 2 weeks, guys. We had some technical difficulties, and trust me, it hurt our feelings. Sorry we didn't have a show for you, but we're back here this week. We're going to talk about UFC Fight Night. We are in Apex. It's in Apex, one of our favorite places to visit. Not the greatest fans, though, for the fights. Let's just be honest. It's kind of quiet and dull and a little awkward and weird.
A little.
Yeah, we've been there.
A little bit. Yeah. But you know what? It's really good to take in, I guess. I mean, if you haven't been to a fight and you want to go check one out and you're able to do it, I think the Apex will probably be a great starting point because you will get hooked because you hear and see everything.
Everything.
You can take a leg kick, go hear it first.
Smack!
Go. You think you can take seeing a dead body? Go see it first. Oh, man. But before we get into it, Cariss. We had some good fights last week.
We did have some
great fights. Seattle was popping.
It was.
Popping. Man.
And then Bisping decided to talk about the no-hitter. And then all of a sudden it went, the last 3 fights went, the decision. It's a little disappointing. But
don't know.
Bangers up until that part.
Yeah, had a lot of bangers. And you know what? I want to kick it off with my guy, my dude who came out. Nursultan Roziboev came out, got that knockout, TKO. He looked great.
He sure did.
And you know, I didn't know this, but he's training out of Philly now.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what the commentary had said. And I was like shocked. I was thrown.
Sean Brady's Philly or just Philly?
I don't know.
Okay.
They just said Philadelphia, and I was like, what?
Okay.
So that's even better for him because I really like Roziboev. And I think in that fight, he kind of showed you he can get it done with his hands.
Yes.
And wait till you see his wrestling.
Yeah.
It's pretty good too.
6'5".
Yeah, big boy.
Long range. The other dude did not want to get inside. And then in the second round, he's like, yeah, I'm going to fight a little bit. And he got hit. He got clipped.
And actually, I do want to mention kind of the next 4 fights after that. Because for me, the next 4 fights after that were pretty good. So after that one, we had Austen Vanderford getting that dub. If you don't know who that is, he is actually Paige Van Zandt's husband. He gets, from what I've seen in the past, he got a lot of shit.
He did.
From not being in the, but this guy after this fight showed everybody why he deserves to be in the UFC because he's very entertaining, fun to watch. Had a little scrap, a little bit extra energy after, not from him, from the other side that lost the fight, upset that it got called. But dude, he was actually entertaining. What do you think?
He was. I enjoyed him. I forgot that he was Paige Van Zandt's husband, and that mullet and everything. He was rocking that actually pretty good. At the end of the fight, when the guy went up to him and pushed him at the end, it was a little awkward because it's like, wait a minute, like why are you mad at him when it was the referee that did it? You shouldn't be mad at all. And then during the post-fight press conference, one of the media guys asked Dana White, like, hey, are you guys going to do anything about that? Are you just going to kind of let it go? You know, kind of like the Paul Daly and Josh Koscheck. And I was like, no. And Dana White answered exactly. It's like Paul Daly went and hit the dude after 3 rounds. He didn't just go push him. He actually went and hit Josh Koscheck because he couldn't hit him for 3 rounds. So therefore, that's why he got a lifetime ban, which makes sense. This was just a push.
Right.
Big deal. You're upset. You went up to him, pushed him. At least you didn't sock him. At least you didn't try to choke him out. So he'll stay in the UFC. He'll probably get maybe a little fine, or they'll just be like, whatever. You're good.
He'll stay in there for now.
For this second.
You see who they just signed?
Yeah.
Talk about that later. After that fight, though, I do want to talk about Ricky fucking Simone.
That boy Ricky!
Yes! Dude, so happy for him, dude.
And
he looked
very happy.
Incredible.
He did.
And that's the Ricky I think we all knew and fell in love with.
That's the Ricky that you said was your dark horse. That's that Ricky right there. Ricky. That's him.
That Ricky is a fucking problem.
He is. He
is scary.
Yes. By the way, we were texting each other, and like that was the first immediate thing. Oh! Exclamation point! After another.
God, and that follow up.
That little left hand put his chin up just enough that his right hand just went right through. Like that was.
It
was perfect. And then when he woke up, what happened?
What
happened?
You can see that multiple times.
What happened?
That's got to be some scary shit.
Second loss in the UFC. I actually said Basharat was going to win this fight. I did. I'm sorry, because I had a feeling he was the favorite in this fight. But that's the Ricky Simone that we know, and that's the Ricky Simone that we want to see.
100%.
Right? Well done, Ricky.
And then after that, we had Mansour Abdul Malik, who I thought got wobbled. I thought it was gonna go the other way.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking steamrolled.
Why didn't he steamroll in the first minute on that one? Like, why do you wait that long?
What a talent, though, huh? What a fucking talent.
It was. Welcome to the UFC. I think that's his second fight or something like that. Like, he's from Dana White's Contender Series. These guys are getting nasty coming off of this series.
So up to this point, right, I'm watching these fights by myself, and I'm getting juiced because the next fight is one I'm so hyped on because you guys know how much I'm very fond of this guy, Andre Fili.
Touchy-feely. And
fuck,
I know. Polka Dot Head. We like Polka Dot Head here, but we wanted Fili in this fight. Yeah, you're saying that because. Wait, what were you texting with each other? What were you texting? Like, how? You were on the side. You reached your hand around his head to then get the guillotine, to then put his head against the mat, to then finish. It's like, Fili, like, wow, that was horrible.
Just get your
that was really.
I knew it was bad when he put his leg over his back.
Yes. Yeah.
Once I saw that, I was like, oh, he ain't getting out.
No.
That's it.
No, and he just simply wrapped it around his head like it was like a white belt. Like, wait, you've never protected this before? You've never done this in your life?
Yeah, that one sucked.
I think he kind of just got caught. A little bit. He got caught.
He got caught. I thought it was a great
made a mistake.
Takedown attempt. I think he had to do it because he was getting a little touched up on the feet. Where I thought he would have done a lot better.
He has no, as far as I know, he doesn't really have a ground game. So I was a little surprised when he took it down, knowing that the announcers were talking about Costa being a ground guy, being like, no, he needs to take this ground, he needs to finish it.
Yeah.
Because that's how he finishes all his other fights. And that's why we like watching him, because he finishes fights. There he finishes this fight. He shouldn't have finished that one, Touchy. Yeah. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
So hopefully Touchy gets another one at it. He doesn't crack at it because I need some touchy-feely in my life to get a dub.
Actually, you know what he's going to need? He just is going to have his first kid. Like his wife or his girlfriend, I think his girlfriend or wife, doesn't matter, as they're pregnant with their first son. And so now all of a sudden, I guarantee his next fight that he's going to come out, he's going to win that fight. That's one of those. Have a kid and all of a sudden go nuts and go nasty. So
yeah,
hope on that one.
All right. So now in the main card, right? They have some really juicy ones in the main card. Do we want to go through all of them, or just the juicy?
Just the juicy.
Just the juiciest of the juices. Well, the juiciest one, John fucking Silva. John Silva.
Whatever, Silva.
That man is fucking scary.
Major problem. We said that from day one.
What the fuck?
You're going 145 to 155 and dropping back down. That dude is going to be a problem within the 145 division. Ilia Topuria should have fought this dude before he left. That's one of the guys he should have fought within the division.
Ilia said deuces.
Out. I fought two of the greatest ever, and I'm done. Makes sense, though. You can't make 145, bro. It's a hard thing for him to make.
Who do you give Ilia? Is it Islam?
Is it Islam?
Yeah, no, you gotta. Gene Silva. Getting back to Gene. Yes. Yeah, incredible performance. And then he had Rob Font right after. Rob Font.
He looked like a new age Rob Font. When he went up to TriStar, went up to Canada, so I started training with GSP's ex-coach.
It has to be the haircut.
Haircut, whatever it is. He looked thicker a little bit too. His abs were just like chiseled. He looked like he was.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a different dude.
Different dude.
Yeah.
Different fucking.
And he
dude.
looked really good with his hands too. Bro.
Yeah.
Like really clean.
He's always had good hands, but I felt his hands were clean.
They were clean on. Thank you. Yeah. That's exactly what I said. I think it's because of GSP. He's going up to TriStar and then training with What's his name?
I'm gonna butcher his name, so I ain't gonna say it, but I know exactly who you're talking about. And then after that, right in the co-main, you had Anthony Fluffy Hernandez against Brendan Allen. Kind of told you so. That
I said it. I said Fluffy was gonna win this fight. I said it.
It was a good fight though.
It was a good fight.
I thought Brendan would give a little bit more, but
yeah. He even had a post-fight little thing, being like, I guess I'm not the best man on the day on this one, right? He kind of just was just like, yeah, that's. So he'll see where he goes from here because he's got a two fight losing streak. 2 or 3 fight losing streak.
Is it 2?
2 right now. I'm pretty sure it's 2. It might be even 3.
Yeah, it doesn't say that,
but might even be 3. But
he did not pull out the dub.
Yeah, a little disappointed.
All good.
But not disappointed because we like Fluffy. Yeah, we like Fluffy. So
I can't wait to see what happens with Fluff. Yeah. And then in the main event, right, you had Song Yadong against Henry Cejudo.
Yep.
That it started how I thought it would go.
Mm-hmm.
And then it ended how I didn't picture it. Ending at all.
No.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
I'm not discrediting Cejudo.
No,
I think he definitely was legitimately.
no. I have my thoughts on this one too.
But
right,
with the 5 minutes, should he have just said, "I can't see and I'm done there," or
knowing the result of what happened, yes. Because if he would have said that I cannot see and I cannot move forward, it would have been a no contest. Now that they actually finished the round 3, I don't know why Jason Herzog started round 4. Because technically when you finish 3 rounds and the bell or the buzzer goes, you're done with 3 rounds. You don't have to start the 4th round in order to be able to count 3 rounds as in the books.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they went to it like that, because if Henry Cejudo was just straight up like, no, I can't see, they would have stopped the fight and they would have called no contest, right? They brought him in afterwards, which was weird to me because they didn't actually do the eye test on him. They kind of said, we'll give you 5 minutes. Let's rub down your eye.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. But the doctor ever actually didn't cover one eye and start going like this and actually checking it. They just kind of said, here, have 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, he's like, okay, right? And then went forward, and you saw him backing up the entire time, not trying to engage because he said he couldn't see. He was seeing double vision. And then afterwards, they showed that he had a cornea or...
Yeah, it's bad.
Like he actually slit his eye to where it's called
bad.
double vision. And that's why he was having a problem. He was getting nauseous, he said, later on the night.
Yeah,
to where
bad.
It's like, it's a problem. So yes, they should have stopped. He should have stopped it. He should have been like, I can't see. I can't see. But with these fighters, to them, that's a bitch move. And they don't like that, right? They don't want to bitch out. They don't want to be the ones that are just like, oh, I can't fight because I'm injured. It's like, no, get back in there and go. So
to be honest, I was upset on how it was stopped.
Correct.
But then now, in seeing it, rewatching the fight, and I was kind of like, you know what? You gave Henry the 5 minutes. You gave him time to let him know if he could even do anything with however it was a minute and something left.
Right.
And then what I didn't like is how loud Henry was saying he couldn't see.
At the end when he's in the corner?
Like as soon as it ended and he said, I can't see.
I was
like, ooh.
Like, relax, bro.
Chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
Take a second.
Heat of the moment, who knows the emotions that you're going through, right? The adrenaline rush, whatever the case is.
Scared a little bit. Scared the fact that he can't see and the fact that he's got to fight.
I kind of wish Henry fucking speedy recovery.
I know.
I don't know what happens from here with Henry. Do I want to see a rematch? No, because I do think Song Yadong is about to take off on him.
Same here.
So I don't know what you do with Henry at this point.
The only way they should have done a rematch is if it was a no contest. But since it was 3 rounds and they actually called it and they gave the win to Song Yadong moves on. Yeah. He was winning the fight. Right?
Definitely.
One judge had it 3-0. 2 judges had it 2-1. I had it 2-1 going into round 4.
I had 2-1.
Yeah,
2-1.
Same here.
But I had it close.
It was close. Like it could have been 2-1 or 3-0. But I said 2-1.
Definitely, Song was. I felt he was about to hit another level.
Yes. Yeah.
And I didn't want that level to happen, so I'm kind of happy.
I kind of want it to happen because Song's my guy. Like I'm liking it. Hey. Yeah. So does he come back? Does he have another fight? Because with this fight loss, he's not now going for the belt. He's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that 3 losses in a row?
I think so. Ooh, it is 3 losses for him in a row, isn't it? Because he didn't win his last fight.
No, that's the one I was at.
I got my stats.
Yeah, he lost.
I got my stats right here. Let me find out.
Who was it in that fight?
Henry Cejudo coming off a decision defeat to current bantamweight champ Marab.
Yeah, he lost.
And his fight before that, Aljo.
Yeah,
that's why I got my stats, guys. That's why we got that written down. Yeah. So he's 38 years old. He's not going towards the belt anymore.
I want him to coach. I think Henry Cejudo getting into coaching. I think if he has to do one more, get him on the Ultimate Fighter.
And be coaching the Ultimate Fighter.
And then give him a dream matchup after. Like, I know he's not fighting anymore, but imagine if Dominic Cruz was like, "Hey, I'd do one."
Same thing.
I'll do
same
one
thing.
more.
I'll do one Ultimate Fighter. Let me
Ultimate Fighter, him
shoulder,
and Henry,
whatever.
Both of it. I'm cool with
We're
that.
done. We're both done. Retirement fight.
Other than that, I don't see anybody else I'm interested in.
I'm honestly not that crazy about watching Henry again. Like to me, it's just like, okay, cool. I'll watch you because you're technically really smart, right? He changed his game plan 2 or 3 times during that fight and tried to go after Song, and you saw him crack Song a number of times where Song's like, oh geez, where'd that come from? So I like Henry's mentality. He's one of the smartest guys within the UFC and knows how to break things down and knows how to beat guys by doing certain ways. And he's been helping John Jones a little bit. John's been saying like, oh dude, this dude just breaks stuff down, and he's very, very intelligent with the fight game.
I can see that.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, we shall see. That was going to be the show from Seattle, which was outstanding. Now, talking about this weekend's card. But we can't start this weekend's card without doing something first. I got to give a huge shout out to Them boys from Philly. Shout out to the Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles.
We did this 2 weeks ago, but we had
it. Eagles. Eagles. Super Bowl champs, baby. What's up? What's up? What's happening?
Yeah, we did this 2 weeks ago, and we couldn't have a show. Sorry.
Don't worry,
Technical
Don't worry.
difficulties on that.
My fit's coming soon. You'll be able to see it.
Are you
That's
getting it?
2 Super Bowls.
You getting a Super Bowl jersey?
Absolutely.
Okay. Was it Game jersey that has the Super Bowl logo on it?
Absolutely.
Who are you gonna get?
Come on, baby. Jalen Hurts.
You gonna get Hurts?
MVP.
Why aren't you getting Smith?
I have.
What's wrong with you? You're going against Smith?
I have 3 Smith.
You don't have a Super Bowl Smith jersey?
I don't. But you know what I want, and I don't have, is a Jalen Hurts jersey. And after this Super Bowl, I tip my hat to this guy because his mentality, his mindset. You saw him on that bench. I've never seen.
You saw him on the bench when they were up 30 something to like nothing, and he's sitting there just like, nope, this game's not over. It's not done.
That man. Oh man, I love every player in that Eagles jersey. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so now let's get into this Apex card. Kape against Almabayev.
We're not talking about MMA. We're talking about football. American.
So, as you guys know, we're going to take it away first with the prelims. I'm going to go through all the prelims, give you guys fighters. Then we're going to be picking from a hat. All right? We did have one fight added. It's a juicy fight. It's going to be on the main card. It's going to be our boy, Danny Barlow.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
So,
I want that one.
Here we go. The first fight on the prelims, we have Charles Johnson against Damazan Timarov in the men's flyweight division. I'm going fucking Johnson.
I'm going Johnson too. He's on a streak right now, bro. He's doing really well.
Mm-hmm. In the women's flyweight division, we have Montana De La Rosa against Luana Carolina.
De La Rosa?
Say it again.
De La Rosa?
De La Rosa.
Okay.
After that, we have Danny Silva against Lucas Almeida in the men's featherweight division.
Don't know.
Andrea Lee fighting against J.J. Aldridge. Wow, in the women's flyweight division.
Who do you got there?
Andrea Lee.
That's what I think.
Andrea Lee.
Thank you.
In the men's bantamweight division, your co-main event on the prelims, we have Douglas Silva de Andrade against John Castaneda, men's bantamweight division.
Let's go, Doug.
And then in your main event of the evening, we have, oh man, my dude, Chepe Mariscal against Ricardo Ramos in the men's featherweight division.
Ooh.
You know I'm going with my boy Chepe.
Fight of the night. Prelims, fight of the night right there.
Going
most likely.
with
Performance,
Chepe.
fight of the night. Check that one, guys.
Oh, wow. That's actually a very good choice from you, Cariss. I'm actually going to go with the first fight.
Johnson?
Charles Johnson, yeah.
Okay.
I like Charles.
I like Charles,
too.
too.
Charles a lot.
After his last couple fights, the dude goes after. He tries to finish people.
He's
not
good,
joking
guys.
around
He's
anymore.
You know, I'll give you guys a little bit of info on Charles. He's actually on a 4-fight win streak. His record is 17-6.
See?
Yeah, tune in. 34 years old.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
5'9", 125. Yes. It's my turn to pick this week.
All right.
All right, I'm going for the fans on this one, and then one for me. This is the fans. Who do we got for the fans? Ramos! Ramos! Ricardo Ramos.
Ricardo Ramos. So you got half.
We got half
of the main event on the prelims.
Yeah, and you want Chepe. You want Chepe.
So who are you picking?
You know who I want. I want Danny Barlow.
You're gonna get JJ Aldridge. 100%. It's JJ. I feel it. Oh yeah, that's JJ. That's fucking JJ. Look at that. Look at that JJ celebration.
I'll let you say it.
Danny Barlow.
Yes.
Wow.
He is on the main card, ladies and gentlemen. I did the fight stats last night, and they added Danny Barlow and Sam Patterson to the main card. I got Danny Barlow.
And that's actually a really good fight because Sam Patterson is fucking good.
Yes.
So just a heads up.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
You want Chepe. Just get Chepe. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah, right. I'm going to get fucking Andrea Lee.
JJ Aldridge.
Wow.
You got Doug?
Danny Silva.
Did you really?
Taking Lucas Almeida.
That's a good one.
100%.
That's a good one.
That's
a good one.
In case you want some information on Danny Silva, he's 9-1, 28 years old, coming off a win against Culibao. Who did you get again?
I got Danny Barlow.
Oh, we're gonna do stats, so I'll save that for the stats.
I can't do stats. I didn't do stats.
Okay, perfect.
That's the one that got added to the main card.
Perfect.
That was on the undercard, and now it's on the main card.
So I think we're both gonna agree. This is probably the one I'm gonna pick this fight as my fight of the night on the main card.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Danny Barlow against Sam Patterson. Danny Barlow's coming in at 29 years old. He won his last fight by split decision. And Sam Patterson, he won his last fight off of submission. He comes in with a 12-2 record. Danny Barlow is actually 9-0. Sam Patterson is 28 years years old.
Danny Barlow, 6'2". Wow. Sam Patterson, 6'3", 170 pounds.
And that's in the men's welterweight division. So that's going to be Cam's pick as fight of the night.
My pick for the main card is going to be the main event
on
this one. I agree with you being like that's going to be another banger on this card, but the main event's going to be a good one, and you'll hear when I go over the stats, and you'll see why.
All right. So now kicking it off with the second fight on the main card of the night. In the men's featherweight division, we have Hyder Amil against William Gomis in the men's featherweight division. Cameron's pick is going to be Gomis, and you already know why.
Why? Because he's from France?
Allez, bleu. Allez, bleu.
Remember that, guys, because he's going to go against France on a different fight. Not this week, but maybe another week, and I'll let you guys know. Because in the featherweight division of 145 pounds from the Philippines, we're going to have Hyder. The Hurricane Amil is the underdog in this fight at plus 170. He is 34 years old, stands at 5'9", and his fighting style is MMA. He does have an undefeated professional record of 10 victories, 6 wins by KO, 1 win by submission. Coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 7, where he's got 2 UFC fights. Coming off a TKO victory over Zhang Yang back in July of 2024. From France, William Jaguar Gomis is the favorite in this fight at negative 205. He is 27 years old, stands at 6'2", and his fighting style is MMA. He's got 16 professional fights, 14 victories and 2 defeats, 7 wins by KO, 1 win by submission, and 12 fight win streak. Yes, 12-fight win streak, ladies and gentlemen. He's currently got 4 UFC fights, coming off a split decision victory over Joe Anderson Burrito. It's actually a really good win for him. Back in September of 2024. I'm going to go with the guy from France, also the Jaguar Gomis as the favorite. He should be winning this fight. Let's hopefully get a finish in round number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And moving on into the men's heavyweight division. Don't really care for this fight. You have Austen Lane against Mario Pinto. I'm definitely 100% not going to pick Austen Lane.
Who is the favorite on this fight? Who's the favorite? Who do you got?
Yeah, please be Mario Pinto, bro.
Okay. Because in the heavyweight division of 265 pounds, we're going to have from USA, Austen Lane is the underdog in this fight at plus 295. He is 37 years old, stands at 6'6", and his fighting style is MMA. He does have 18 professional fights, 13 victories, 5 defeats, 11 wins by KO, 1 win by submission, and 9 first-round finishes. Coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 2 and Season 6, where he's got 4 UFC fights, 1 victory, 2 defeats, and 1 no contest. Yeah. Coming off a decision victory over Rebellis to Spain. Yeah, back in October of 24, that was Rebellis to Spain's last fight within the UFC.
Adios.
Have a good one.
I think he's in that new one, right? GFL, right?
I think so. From Portugal, you're going to have Mario Pinto is the favorite in this fight at negative 375. He has no UFC fights because he's coming from Dana White Contender Series. Back in October of 24, this is his UFC debut, and he is the favorite in this fight at negative 375. He is 26 years old, stands at 6'5", and his fighting style is MMA. He's got an undefeated professional record of 9 victories. Yeah, I'm going for Mario Pinto.
Good choice.
This one.
Good choice.
Austen Lane,
2 of us.
This might be your last fight within the UFC because you have 1 victory, 2 defeats. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
now you're going to have 1 victory and 3 defeats.
Okay, this next one's actually not bad. In the men's lightweight division, we have Esteban Ribovic against Nasrat. Oh my God,
Haqparast.
Yeah, sorry guys, that last name got me.
HAQ. Yeah, but the Q is silent. No, it's not. Just kidding.
I mean, they both beat some good guys. Esteban Ribovic, you guys remember him from the spear.
Yeah, but also. Esteban Ribovic is the one that knocked out Terrence McKinney with that head kick, and we said, "Ooh, that was a bad one. Ooh, that was a bad one."
I'm going Ribovic.
So much.
All right, go ahead.
In the lightweight division of 155 pounds from Morocco, Nasrat Haqparast is the underdog in this fight at plus 205. He is 20 years old, stands at 5'10", and his fighting style is Muay Thai. He has 22 professional fights where he's got 17 victories and 5 defeats, 10 wins by KO, 7 first-round finishes. He does have 13 UFC fights, 9 victories and 4 defeats. Currently coming off a split decision victory over Flash Gordon back in June of 2024. I was a little bit upset about that one because I wanted Flash Gordon on that one. From Argentina, Esteban El Gringo Ribovic is the favorite in this fight at -250. He is 20 years old, stands at 5'10" in the fighting style, is a striker. He's got 15 professional fights, 14 victories, 1 defeats, 7 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission, and 7 first-round finishes. Coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 6, where he's got 4 UFC fights, 3 victories and 1 defeat. His 1 loss in his career is his first fight within the UFC. That's normal, guys. That's exactly what happens all the time. And sometimes. He's currently on a 3-fight win streak in the UFC, where he's coming off a split decision victory over Daniel Zellhuber back in September of 2024 at the Sphere. I had Zellhuber potentially winning that fight, but Ribovic kind of just pulled it out, and he did really, really well. So I can't be mad at the dude. So I'm going with Ribovic on this one because he's going to win.
Good choice. Yeah, I think he definitely does get it done. Now, going into the co-main event of the evening in the men's middleweight division, Julian Marquez against Cody Brundage. I think this one is going to be a tough one to call. Both guys can fucking throw.
Who's the favorite? Who do you got? I know you're
Cody Brundage has got to be the favorite.
No. Oh, wow. In the middleweight division. 185 pounds from USA. We're going to have Cody Brundage is the underdog in this fight at +136. He is 30 years old, stands at 6 foot tall, and his fighting style is a wrestler. He's got 16 professional fights, 10 victories, 6 defeats, 5 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, 6 first-round finishes. Coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 4, where he's got 10 UFC fights, not the greatest record, 4 victories, 5 defeats, 1 no contest. Currently coming off a no contest over Razak Al-Hassan back in July of 2024. From USA, Julian, the Cuban Missile Crisis Marquez, is the favorite in this fight at -162. He is 33 years old, stands at 6'2", and his fighting style is MMA. He's got 14 professional fights, 9 victories, 5 defeats, 6 wins by KO, 3 wins by submission, and 4 first-round finishes. Coming off of Dana White Contender Series Season 1, where he's got 7 UFC fights. Again, not the greatest record. 3 victories, 4 defeats. He's got 3-fight losing streak currently, but he is the favorite in this fight. Oh. Yeah, a little interesting on that one. That's why I threw that out there. Yeah. Coming off of a KO defeat to your dude, Zachary Reese, back in June of 2024. This is honestly a tough one to pick because I was thinking Cody Brundage, just like you were, thinking like, oh, Cody's going to be the favorite in this fight. And then all of a sudden I look and I'm like, wait a minute, how's the Cuban Missile Crisis coming off of a 3-fight losing streak and he's the favorite within this fight? Interesting. Very, very interesting, right? I think that Cody Brundage should win this fight by taking this to the ground and wrestling his ass and beating him. But most likely Julian Marquez is going to win this fight.
Really? Oh, fuck it. I'm going Cody Brundage. Fuck it.
Okay. I'm saying he should take it down and wrestle him.
I'm going.
He should. Cody. He should. I'm just kind of in the air on that one.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, I'm kind of
50-50. But if I have to pick, I'd go Cody. I like Cody.
I think Cody should wrestle. I think Cody should wrestle.
Leg kicks. Hit that shit. All right. In the main event of the evening, we have the ever entertaining Manel Kape against Asu Almabayev in the men's flyweight division. Guys, you already know who I'm going with. No, it's not Kape. It's definitely going to be Almabayev. I hope I said that right. That's what I'm going for.
Who's the favorite?
Almabayev.
Are you saying Kape's entertaining because he was talking shit with Izzy? Or are you just saying he's entertaining?
He always stirs the pot. Like he's entertaining because I mean his last fight actually was pretty good.
It was very good.
It was good.
Really, really entertaining.
And I know I picked against him that fight because I'm really not a fan of his, but I think he's a good fighter. I just don't really.
I don't like his antics. Yeah, I don't.
But he's entertaining.
When he fights, he's entertaining.
Yeah, he's very entertaining. But I just feel like, and when you hear the stats on the other guy, you'll see why.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I think this is most likely going to be probably the fight of the night.
Yeah.
Or the first one. This is going to be between these two, or they just give it to both of them.
It could either start out real good, or it could end real good.
How about we just do both? Let's start and end really good. All right. We're gonna start in the flyweight division.
Here we go.
125 pounds from Kazakhstan. Number 8 flyweight in the world, Asu Almabayev Almabayev is the underdog. In this fight at +190. Yeah. He is 30 years old, stands at 5'4", and his fighting style is MMA. He does have 23 professional fights, 21 victories and 2 defeats, 3 wins by KO, 9 wins by submission, and he's currently on a 17-fight win streak. Yeah, I slowed that down on purpose. 17 fight win streak, ladies and gentlemen. He's currently on 4 UFC fights, where he's coming off a decision victory over Matthias Nicolau back in October of 2024. That was my dark horse. That hurt a little bit because Matthias is going down. This dude is going up.
Probably heard a lot of it.
Yeah. From Angola, the number 6 UFC's number 6 flyweight in the world, Manel Starboy Kape is the favorite in this fight at -230. Yeah. He is 31 years old, stands at 5'5", and his fighting style is MMA. He's got 27 professional fights, 20 victories, 7 defeats, 12 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission. He's got 8 UFC fights, 5 victories, and 3 defeats, currently coming off a TKO victory over Bruno Silva back in December of 2024. I'm going with my heart on this one because I'm not a big fan of Manel Kape personally. I like his fighting, but I'm going to go with the underdog in this one. Asu Almabayev is going to win this fight.
Yeah, 100%. Yes. 100%. I think that too.
I got one disclaimer.
Hit me. Or hit us.
Asu has not had a 5-round fight yet. So I don't know how his gas tank is. I don't know if he can make it through round 3 and then be able to push forward, because we know Manel Kape has had a 5-round fight, but he's finished it before that. But I'm just thinking Manel might have a little bit of advantage on that side of it, but it's kind of difficult when you're going against a guy that is as good as Kazakhstan.
True
so
that.
We'll see.
True that.
We'll see.
All right, so that's going to take away the past card and upcoming card. But I kind of want to chat about some new news that hit us from our very favorite Dana White.
Really?
Yeah. So first one, we have some updates on UFC 314 and 315 with main events. In Miami, we have Volkanovski against Diego Lopez. Wow.
Loving that fight. Wow. Waiting patiently on the end of my seat for that one.
Wow. Right? And then also announced, we have Paddy the Baddy against Michael Chandler.
Sure do.
Okay.
Sure do.
Okay.
Same card, right? I thought it was same card. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Sorry.
Yeah, not sure about that one. Not sure.
Either way, it was announced. I believe it's on the pay-per-view. I know that. It's either on 314 or 315.
Also, we got announced Yair Rodriguez against Patricio Pitbull.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. Welcome to the UFC, Patricio.
That's a big welcoming.
Good
that
luck.
Should be a tough one, though. That's going to be a tough one.
Yair's going to
I think, you know what? Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's going to be on UFC 314 because UFC 315.
Yeah.
15. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. They changed that up, didn't they? Yeah, they moved it.
So, Jack Della will be fighting for a strap.
Yes, he will.
Against Belal Muhammad.
Yes, he will.
Against Belal Muhammad. And that only means one thing. That my dude, my guy, Sean Brady, will be traveling across the pond on March 22nd to fight Leon Edwards.
Yes, he will.
Yes, he will. Contender, I believe.
Ooh, it should be.
Got to be.
It should be. Contender. Why would it not be? Right? You're fighting Leon. You better be a number 1 contender fight.
And we also have another Mano Fijo against Valentina Shevchenko for the strap.
I'm a little indifferent on that one. I gotta be honest. I'm a little indifferent because Shevchenko, she's getting older. Let me just say that.
It's the time.
She still has that. Mano. She still has that dog in her, but I think it's time for Mano to.
I think Mano's gonna clean the clock.
Here's the reason why I want Shevchenko to win, though, is because I want her to have a super fight against Jean Weili.
Against Weili? Yeah. We'll see.
That's the only reason why I want her.
If Manon gets that instead.
It could be.
That's what I think.
She's got scary hands.
But yeah, I mean that's mainly it. I can't remember of anything else.
You hurt yourself.
I did. I cracked my fucking ribs, so I'm gonna be out 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. It says 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, and he's like, "I'll be out in 2." He cracked a rib, ladies and gentlemen. He cracked a rib.
With the right rehab, with the right training staff, we back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks at it. You can't keep me off the mat.
Don't rush it back, bro. Don't hurt yourself.
I already hurt myself.
Again, don't hurt yourself. Don't make it worse than it already is.
Yeah, so a little bump in the road, but it's all good. This shit fucking happens. We'll be back soon. Getting better. Right. 1% each day. 1%. What about you? Any combos?
No, like I told you, I sprained my thumb the other day, and then the other day I sprained my pinky. Oof. That didn't feel good, so I'm trying to grab onto things, and it just doesn't feel well. There was a little pressure on my rib for a couple days, just small little things just keep popping up to where it's like, dude, like, can I just be healthy for like a couple days and then be able to go back in? No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it definitely
It doesn't work like that.
Wish it did. Wish it did.
did.
Wish it was like a video game.
Yeah. There's times where I wish I could just take off, but like, no, then you just get behind. And I don't want to do that. Got to keep going. It is what it is. Until you crack a rib, and then you kind of have to stop. Like, you don't really have that choice. You want to come in and roll right now? I don't think you do. You do, but it'll hurt.
I could take some pain meds.
It'll hurt.
We could figure it
You're
out.
gonna get stuck on pain meds for the rest of your life after that one.
Well, I don't want that.
Yeah, like a football player. Yeah, like a football player.
But other than that, I mean, everything else is good. Life is blessed here again in the studio, which is always nice.
Yes. Sorry, guys, for having those 2 weeks off. It hurt us too. Trust us.
All good.
It hurt us too.
All good. Well, if we have nothing else to announce, I'm going to say it here. Guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys continue to like, follow, subscribe, hit us up on the gram. We will hit you back. Without further ado, MMA Game is out.